If you thought Jason Momoa was just about superheroes, tridents, and Game of Thrones, think again. 'Cause with Chief of War, he brought us something raw, deeply personal, and incredibly powerful. This Apple TV Plus drama doesn't just tell another warrior story, it dives into Hawaiian history, culture, and identity in a way we don't often see on screen. It's a show that connects not just to history buffs, but also to anyone who loves stories of loyalty, betrayal, sacrifice, and the fight for unity. And now, with Season 1 wrapped up, fans are buzzing with one big question. Will there be a Season 2 of Chief of War? Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, and today we're diving deep into everything we know so far about Chief of War Season 2. We'll break down the renewal status, what Jason Momoa and the cast have said, possible storylines, the returning cast, and why this show feels like it's only just getting started. So grab your leis, settle in, and let's explore the future of this epic series. Will there be a Chief of War Season 2? Let's get the big question out of the way. Has Apple TV Plus renewed Chief of War for Season 2? The short answer? Not yet. Apple TV Plus hasn't officially announced a renewal, but here's where things get interesting. According to the producers, Apple was supposed to decide by September 2025 whether to greenlight not just Season 2, but potentially Season 3 as well. So the conversations are definitely happening behind the scenes. Jason Momoa himself has been vocal about wanting more. He told The Hollywood Reporter that the show was originally pitched as a limited series, but right before production, he and co-creator Thomas Pa'a-Sibet realized the story was too massive for just one season. That's when they decided to plant seeds for the future, including the shocking death of Kaiana's brother, Nahi. Momoa explained that while this moment strayed from strict historical accuracy, it was crucial to create emotional impact and set the stage for more story down the line. In his words, we needed the family to lose something significant. So while the official stamp of approval hasn't arrived yet, all signs point to Apple strongly considering it. What the cast has said about Season 2. It's not just Momoa who's rooting for another season. Lucianne Buchanan, who plays Queen Consort Ka'ahumanu, has openly shared her excitement about continuing the journey. She said in September 2025, "I love playing this character so much. There's definitely more to be explored, and I'm crossing my fingers." She even teased that fans who know Hawaiian history realize there's still plenty of betrayal, battles, and shifting alliances to cover. In other words, Season 1 barely scratched the surface. When the cast themselves are itching to keep going, that's usually a good sign for renewal. Jason Momoa's personal connection. One of the most fascinating parts of Chief of War is how personal this project is to Jason Momoa. He said that his #1 goal with the series is to make Hawaiians proud. He wants our people and our community to love it, he told Town & Country. The second goal is to show the rest of the world who Hawaiians truly are. Not just vacation stereotypes, but royalty, warriors, and leaders. That passion is what makes this show so powerful. It's not just a gig for Momoa, it's destiny, as he described it himself. He even admitted that playing his ancestors is both exciting and terrifying because of the responsibility it carries. This personal connection means he'll likely fight tooth and nail to make sure Season 2 happens. And considering Apple TV Plus has been investing heavily in historical and cultural dramas, the odds are in his favor. Possible storylines for Season 2. Alright, let's get into the juicy part. If Season 2 happens, what could it be about? Season 1 followed the turbulent early days of the late 1700s, when Hawaii was fractured into multiple kingdoms. We saw Kaiana leave his homeland, join battles, and navigate loyalty, betrayal, and survival. By the finale, we were left with heartbreak, the death of Nahi, and the brewing storms of even bigger conflicts ahead. So, what's next? So while Kamehameha is busy celebrating his big victory, across the sea, Kahekili isn't licking his wounds, he's plotting. For him, Keoa's death isn't really a defeat. In fact, he sees it as just another step in this larger prophecy he believes in. And when news reaches him that Kayana actually survived, he doesn't panic, he doesn't rage, he smiles. Because in his mind, Kayana's survival proves the prophecy is still on track. Kayana's very existence, his bones, his blood, are all part of what he thinks is destiny. That's what makes him so terrifying. Kahekili isn't just fighting over politics, territory, or survival like so many other chiefs. He sees himself as chosen. He believes the gods are steering him toward victory. And when someone fights for destiny instead of just strategy, they're far more dangerous. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. If you look at Hawaiian history, after Kahekili passes away, his son Kalanikūpule takes up the fight against Kamehameha. So if Chief of War Season 2 happens, it might lean into these events. Kahekili's final moves, his prophecy-driven war plans, and then the baton passing to his son, who ends up being a crucial rival for Kamehameha. In other words, Season 1 was just the opening act. The real war for the future of Hawaii, the battles that will decide who unites the islands, might be the centerpiece of Season 2. The unification of the islands. Hawaiian history tells us that King Kamehameha eventually united the islands, but that journey is long, bloody, and filled with betrayals. Season 2 could dive into the pivotal battles and alliances that move this dream closer to reality. Kayana's complicated role. Kayana himself is a fascinating figure, both a key ally and a tragic figure in Hawaiian history. Future seasons could explore his shifting loyalties, the inner conflict of serving under Kamehameha, and his eventual rebellion. Colonial threats. Season 1 hinted at looming foreign powers. By Season 2, we may see more direct involvement from outsiders, traders, explorers, and colonizers, whose presence would shape the island's destiny. Kaohumanu's rise. Luciana Buchanan's Kaohumanu has only just begun her journey. In Hawaiian history, she becomes one of the most powerful women, influencing politics and shaping the islands after Kamehameha's death. Planting seeds of her political rise in Season 2 would be a smart move. Family, betrayal, and loss. If Season 1 taught us anything, it's that Chief of War isn't afraid to pull emotional punches. Expect more gut-wrenching losses and betrayals as allegiances shift in the pursuit of unity. Who could return for Season 2? If Chief of War comes back, the surviving cast from Season 1 will almost certainly return. That means Jason Momoa as Kayana. No show without him. Luciana Buchanan as Kaahumanu. Her story is far from over, supporting warriors, chiefs, and family members who made it out alive. Since Season 1 ended with many characters falling in battle, Season 2 might introduce fresh faces, leaders of rival islands, new allies, and possibly European outsiders. History is filled with colorful figures from this era, so the casting possibilities are endless. Why Season 2 feels likely. If you're still on the fence about whether Chief of War will get renewed, let's look at the bigger picture. Critical reception. The show has been praised for its cultural authenticity and sweeping visuals. Even critics who pointed out pacing issues acknowledged the scale and ambition. Fan response. Hawaiians themselves have celebrated the show for shining a spotlight on their history in a respectful way. For Momoa, that's the biggest win. Apple TV Plus strategy. Apple loves prestige projects tied to big names. Think Foundation, Sea, and Masters of the Air. With Momoa front and center, Chief of War fits right into that lineup. Jason Momoa's dedication. Momoa has been campaigning hard for the series, and when a star has this much passion, streamers usually listen. Put all this together, and while Season 2 isn't confirmed yet, it feels like a safe bet.
You have found your place with Kamehameha.
Our nerdy thoughts. At the end of the day, Chief of War isn't just another historical drama. It's a love letter to Hawaiian culture, a personal mission for Jason Momoa, and a story that deserves more than a single season. Season 1 gave us tragedy, betrayal, and a glimpse into the immense struggles of uniting the islands. But really, it only scratched the surface. The battles ahead are bigger, the politics are messier, and the emotional stakes are higher. If Apple TV Plus renews the series, we're in for more action, more heartbreak, and more moments that make us rethink what we know about Hawaiian history. And honestly, we're ready. So what do you think? Should Chief of War get a season 2? What storyline are you hoping to see next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your theories. Until then, make sure to check out our breakdowns of Season 1 to refresh your memory, and stay tuned for all the latest updates. I'm Spoiler Master, this is The Nerdy Show, and we'll see you next time with more deep dives into your favorite series.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.